Coming up, Virginia map showdown. A new report says Democrats in Congress are considering how to go around the Virginia Supreme Court that tossed out new maps before the midterms. The options they're allegedly planning. Doors closed after violence. One Maryland restaurant ordered to turn off the lights not long after several people were shot and stabbed nearby. The unanswered questions tonight. Fighting hate. Yet another school tagged with graffiti. How local leaders are addressing renewed concerns about these messages.
And we're seeing showers and storms make their way through your evening, but drier conditions expected tonight. More rain to talk about in that full 7 days, so that's coming up.
Plus, Mother's Day savings. Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Ways to save cash and stretch your dollar while celebrating all that Mom has brought into our lives.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good Sunday evening. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 6 o'clock. I'm Ben Dennis. Very happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. All right, let's get right into your local news and weather. First, new tonight. We've learned that a woman was killed after slamming into the back of a tractor trailer on I-95 in Virginia. Stafford County Police say the 24-year-old driver hit that big rig when it was stopped in the center lane of the highway. All of this around 1 a.m. They say the tractor trailer driver stopped there because of a crash earlier. The driver, Tamara Eddy of Richmond, died on the scene. The driver of the 18-wheeler was not hurt. What exactly happened before the fatal crash is under investigation. Tonight, Arlington police are investigating a stabbing that sent a man to the hospital. Police were called to the scene on South Fillmore Street around 8:15 last night for a report of a fight. This is in the Arlington Heights Historic District and Penrose neighborhood. Police say the man was rushed to the hospital with serious injuries. No word if anybody's been arrested. Got an update now to that violent night in Laurel, Maryland on Cinco de Mayo. 5 people were hurt in 2 attacks last Tuesday. DC News Now's Dave Laval joins us from Amigos Mexican Grill. Dave, do we know exactly why the restaurant was ordered to close?
Well, right now, Amigos Mexican Grill should be packed with people celebrating Mother's Day. It's not, as the city of Laurel has shut down this restaurant until further notice. It does follow a violent Cinco de Mayo celebration here at the center of Laurel Shopping Center. Massive crowds packed 2 tents set up outside Amigos. Police closed the celebration early because of the amount of people. The shooting happened somewhere in the parking lot that's also close to Longhorn Steakhouse. Police released several pictures of the man they say shot and wounded 3 people. Investigators are also looking for 26-year-old Sean Juan Cook of Howard County. He's believed to have stabbed 2 people by the nearby Three Brothers Italian restaurant. We've not been able to get a hold of the city's chief building official as to the decision to close Amigos. But it's not what customers expected to hear on Mother's Day.
I was here to come with my husband and my daughter to celebrate Mother's Day, get some good food. That's literally the only reason why we came here. So it was a little bit of a drive that we did. So unfortunately, we can't eat here. So it's very sad. I'm very saddened.
Meanwhile, Longhorn Steakhouse does remain open for business. As for Amigos, the sign clearly states anyone seen trying to enter this building will be fined $1,000. We're live in Laurel, Maryland. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
Our thanks to Dave for staying on top of that. Meteorologist Brittany Ward is in for Scott Sumner here on this Sunday. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. I know, Brittany, you probably placed a call today. I still have to place a call to my mother, although I did send a text message, so there's that.
Yeah, so at least you did reach out to them, letting them know Happy Mother's Day. But yes, Happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful moms here in the DMV. It was a very nice, quiet start to the day. Now we're inching to dinner time, and yes, we are seeing those showers as well as a few rumbles of thunder beginning to pop up across portions of the region. So we're taking a look at radar, showing you the overall picture. It looks like Washington, D.C., we are dry, but you head out towards the north, out towards Frederick, parts of Montgomery County, even Germantown. They are seeing a few of those showers. showers. So if you are heading out, especially out towards Park Hall, they are starting to see some moderate rain begin to fall there. Up and down to 70 out towards Great Valley, or Green Valley, we are seeing some light sprinkles out towards that region. So if you are heading out at this hour, just make sure to take your time. We're heading out towards the Madison, Orange County area. We are seeing a few of those showers as we head into Virginia. So moms will need the umbrella. The good news is we could start to ditch the umbrella as we head into portions of the work week. So keep it here. We'll have a full breakdown of that forecast. Let you know when we're seeing those dry conditions, Ben. That's all coming up in my 7-day forecast.
Looking forward to it, Brittany. Thank you. Developing now in Virginia, Democrats in Congress are reportedly considering how to restore a new congressional map that the state Supreme Court just tossed out. You'll remember voters narrowly approved this new map favoring Democrats last month. The New York Times reports some House members from Virginia, as well as Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, discussed possible paths to revive redrawn congressional districts despite the court's ruling. The Times reports a private discussion, including Mr. Jeffries, where Democrats discussed 3 possible ways to restore the map before the midterms. 1, appealing the Virginia Supreme Court's ruling to the U.S. Supreme Court. 2, challenging Virginia's independent redistricting system itself to potentially give lawmakers the authority to redraw congressional lines. And 3, the most controversial option reportedly discussed, involve lowering the mandatory retirement age for Virginia Supreme Court justices from 75 to 54, potentially allowing state Democrats in Richmond to replace members of the court with new appointees, possibly favoring the new maps. I reached out to Virginia Governor Abigail Spanberger's office if she was aware of these alleged talks among congressional Democrats and if she has the appetite to potentially support efforts to bypass the state Supreme Court. I've not yet heard back. All right, turning our focus now to Montgomery County. That is where investigators continue to search for the 3 people accused of vandalizing Greenwood Elementary School. There was a hateful message. The wall, you just saw, it's now painted over. Our Daniel Hamburg has more on how concerns are being addressed.
Montgomery County police say anti-Semitic graffiti was found at 3 a.m. Saturday, spray painted on a wall and the side of Greenwood Elementary School's roof. Police are asking for help identifying these 3 people caught on surveillance cameras.
The kind of graffiti and other anti-Semitic activities that we're seeing are far more graphic, far more violent than what we have seen in the past.
The wall is now painted over, but a picture online shows expletives written toward Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu with the Star of David next to it. Gila Franklin-Siegel is Chief Operating Officer at the Jewish Community Relations Council of Greater Washington.
Legitimate criticism of the Israeli government is not anti-Semitic, but what we are seeing are expressions of hatred that conflate the two.
Neighbors say it's hateful.
When it happens so much, it almost normalizes it. And it shouldn't be normalized. Like, it's one thing to see a bad word, but it's another thing when you start targeting certain religions and groups.
Franklin-Siegel says it's not just graffiti, but there's an issue of bullying and harassment too.
We appreciate our partnership with MCPS. There is a lot of work to do, as we can tell from the number of incidents that we continue to field even this week from MCPS.
Police data shows there have been 26 anti-Jewish incidents in the county reported so far this year, 27 counting this graffiti. Last year at this time there were 51 incidents reported. Well, there's new funding in D.C. to help mom and pop shops that really struggled and took a hit last year. Mayor Bowser says nearly $4 million in grants will help locally owned restaurants and stores stay open. Small business owners can get up to $50,000. Applications are due June the 5th. Put it on the calendar. You can find more on this grant at website dcnewsnow.com. Just search Stabilization Grant. DC tourism, meantime, apparently had a record high for the 3rd year in a row. More than 27 million people visiting the nation's capital last year. That's up 20,000 from 2024. And they spent nearly $12 billion. All of this is according to Destination DC after reviewing local visits, spending, and economic impacts. The mayor and tourism leaders admit it's been a tough 18 months, combating negative press, policies that have discouraged tourism, including international tourists like immigration. This also adds the potential of crime rates, the National Guard, and threats to LGBTQ+ freedoms. To overcome these challenges, officials say they focused marketing around the 700,000 people who live and call D.C. home.
Well, the district is resilient, and the district is still the district, and there's only one D.C., and people continue to want to visit here. I think what we have seen over the course of many years is that international travel has been made more difficult, not just for D.C., but for America.
The money from tourism generated nearly $2.5 billion in tax revenue and supported 114,000 jobs. In Montgomery County, Bethesda held its Fine Arts Festival this weekend, a good one too. This marked the 21st anniversary of the event. The festival featured art created by 120 of some of the country's best artists with original painting, jewelry, photography, furniture, just to name a bit. Organizers say this event not only highlights local businesses, but lets people know about art in the region.
If we can bring visual and performing arts to our community, if we can show people that there's really high quality art close to home, it's great for the local economy, it's great for the artists, it's great for our community.
Organizers say they saw over 25,000 people over the course of 2 days. Cool stuff coming up. Helping you stretch your dollar, pick the best phone plan that could give you the biggest savings. We'll tell you just how much. And before your full forecast after the break, DC News Now wanted to thank all the mother figures in our lives for Mother's Day. Here are some sweet messages from kids of why they love mom.
What do you think it takes to be a really good mom?
Love and respect. She's nice to me. I like them taking me places and going like to the Olive Garden.